Hey, two. Hey, one. Hey, two. Hey, three. Hey, four. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Everybody get up. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Everybody get up.
Hey, how you doing, Miss LaDios?
Oh, I'm doing well, Miss Rav'n. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. So happy to be with you and our viewers on another episode of Actors from the Dark Side. Today we're going to have a really fun topic. We're going to be talking about traditional actors versus reality stars and the road to celebrity.
Yes.
So yeah.
And she is?
I'm Rav'n Moon, an actor with passion.
And I'm LaDios Muhammad, an actor with purpose.
Aw, yay. Yeah, well, thank you for diving into this topic with me. LaDios knows I am a huge reality TV binger, guilty pleasure. I don't know what you want to call me. Anyways.
And that's a great segue because I just had a last minute thought. I'm thinking, okay, would YouTube be considered a reality TV now? When you see,
that's a good point. You know, I mean,
YouTube.
We are YouTubers and we are like content creators,
and
so
this is a reality.
A little bit.
I'm a junkie when it comes to YouTube. I'll be like, ooh, let me see this, let me see that.
It's so funny how everybody has their things to dive into, right? Like I love bad relationships, probably because I've had a bunch. And so, like, I love watching, like, Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiancé. Like, oh, there's a time limit and you're going to be together forever? Yeah, I'm watching that. Like,
wow. I tried to watch that. I think Mr. King was watching that one. He goes, this is really good. And I was like,
I feel dirty. No.
That's so cool. Like, these reality shows have, like, one of the opportunities is maybe you don't want to be a full-time, like, actor or film, TV, but they give you other avenues to celebrity.
Sure, yeah. Maybe you don't want to memorize scripts and do hard work.
That's
anyways.
That's so funny you say that because my son is going into modeling and he's trying to do, he likes to do extra work. He's like, oh, I don't want to memorize a whole bunch of lines. I just like to be a featured extra. I said, so you just want to memorize one line? He's like, yeah, one or two lines. I don't want to memorize a whole script. And I was like, okay, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Like,
And I know, like, for me, the reality gig might be fun, but I love our craft. I effing love our craft. And I find real actors just absolutely do. We geek out over this. Like, we love scripts. We love, putting in the work. I mean, honestly, putting in that work is, like, rewarding for me and fulfilling. So to have that out of my life, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of like sometimes I look at reality like a shortcut, but I look at it as an empty shortcut because I wouldn't be fulfilled just having the TV.
I'm just waiting for them to create an award for reality TV. You
know
what I'm saying? I'm waiting for that to happen because in my opinion, and I know people ain't gonna like this, but I don't see reality as real acting. It's entertainment. So I want to see eventually they're going to create a category for the best reality star.
Something, right?
Yeah. You're getting a Tony, you're getting an Oscar, you're getting...
a lot of people will maybe throw shade at me because they're like, really, how can you watch that? And I'm like, look, it's highly choreographed improv. Yeah. That's what it is. It's highly choreographed improv. These people know they're being filmed. They know they just have a circumstance and they're going to play it up in front of the camera, right? And that's basically what improv is, right? Yes, and the shit. So,
and then the editor does cut it to make
to make it dramatic. Add the music to make that one stupid question that you ask, be like, dun dun dun.
Yeah.
And all of that,
And it's absolutely nothing to get on stage, look pretty, glammed up, beautiful lashes, in your fashion, and just act like what? I want to say
pretty much, because that would be the best reality star, right? Would be the person that was the most outlandish, the most crazy, probably the most annoying, dramatic, right?
Stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And honestly, the people like me that watch that shit, we're sitting there just like,
Yeah, and we get on it too.
And I'll still eat the popcorn, but I'm like, I don't even like this person. So, you know, that's one of the good things about being an actor is like, right, when you build up those chops and you build a fan base, people like you because of your work, and you actually have sustainability and longevity. Right. Whereas most of these reality stars, well, whenever that season's on, you're hot. Yeah. But who's to say you're going to be hot in 5 years?
And what are you doing in between the season? Are you working?
Right.
Do you have any sponsorships? Now, some do. Now, one of the, like, an Instagram person. I mean, you can definitely Instagram celebrities happen. As you know, Cardi B started with Instagram and became a rapper. She's big now. But what is the percentage of that truly happening?
Right. You know? That's 1 out of 7 billion story, right? Because that is the truth of it, right? Yeah. One lucky gets plucked out of obscurity and gets to be made a star, so that everybody else can think, "Ooh, I can do it too." But the true reality is, like, no, that's just one lucky person, and it's like winning the lottery. And there are people that win the lottery, but it's not everybody. And you know, so that's part of it. Now, I have an admission. Go ahead. I actually
tell me your guilty
pleasure. I actually applied to be on a reality TV show. It was like it's a dating show. It's First Dates Hotel. Book me, Ellen DeGeneres. I'd love to go on a date at a luxury resort. Anyways, but yeah. So everybody, send out good juju.
Oh.
I'm single and ready to mingle.
Boom. Good juju for you. I want you to mingle.
Yes,
yeah. Was that recently?
Yes.
It was. She's like, yes. Okay. It was. Wow, you're brave. I mean, I don't know. Have I ever applied for a reality? Mine was more like dramatic, telling a story on a reality show, coming on and telling your story about something that happened.
Sure.
Of course, but I think what I'm finding though is even like actors like you and I, and very well established, you know, veterans are now coming back and creating their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because the industry is totally changing. You got to promote yourself.
Yes.
And so, you know, I'm sure you have Instagram like I do. Of course, our handles are right down here at the bottom. But I go through some of the celebrities' pages, and they're not doing anything that a typical Instagram celebrity or YouTuber would do. They're posting pictures of their family, and, you know, they're just making themselves to maintain sustainability of keeping relevant because this society today and this generation has that instant gratification, popcorn. Yep. You know, like, me, I might hear a song and it may be 6 months old, but they were like, that's old. To me, that's new. Back in the day, it would be, you know, when an artist did a song, it might have took 2 or 3 years, but you've been enjoying that album forever. Now they're just asking you, push out content. Hence, the difference with our show, we ain't just popping out content just to be popping. We do content consistently that you're getting something.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah, provoking. Yeah.
So, I mean, but, you know, if celebrityism is your way, I mean, you got YouTube, Instagram, what else?
There's being a porn star. Just kidding.
What is that new one? What is that new one?
Which one?
The fans
only or OnlyFans. That's it.
That's
a new one. Yeah, where people are making income.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So there was, and this is a rabbit hole I didn't want to go down because these shows have been on for years.
Right.
It's the 600-pound life, like the 600-pound and the 1,000-pound people. And I don't like to watch these shows, like, you know, but at the end of the day, I do love people. I care about people. And sometimes I do, like, you know, that story of trauma is going to whip me in. And I'm going to be like, oh my God, I got turned away. But one of the stories was riveting. And this woman was really kind of beautiful in the face. But God, she was over like 700 pounds. And what was so disheartening was that she had a YouTube channel or an OnlyFans where people were sending her money so that they could watch her eat. And to me that's almost like sadist, like almost masochist, like you know, that kind of thing. So we do have these very kind of icky avenues, right? That, you know, you can get attention and you can be seen and maybe even make an income. Are you going to be proud of yourself after? You know, like I heard about somebody that got naked and sat on different things, sat on cakes and and that's how they were making their money on the OnlyFans. Yeah, they get naked and sit on stuff. Yeah. And it's like, so, you know, I don't know.
One of the things I think about that is very strange. Some people are very, very strange. You want to get naked and sit on a cake. I don't know if I want to see that, but I will say this about the OnlyFans page that I have a respect for is that you have to be a member. So that means in order to be a member, you have to be paying a membership. In order to be paying a membership, that means you have to have a credit card. Mm-hmm. So that might eliminate some of the exploited kind of lower things that are happening that you can't, you know, because you can get so much on YouTube if you go down that rabbit hole. But that might kind of block out like being exposed for youth and minors to that. Maybe kind of sort of. Like, unless you have a reloadable debit card, be like, Mom, put some money on my money card. But one of the things I like is it still allows you avenues. Like, I know a guy who's a photographer. He's a great singer. He's so multi-talented. And he takes pictures for women for OnlyFans. He said that he might take pictures of people's feet. Yeah. Because they have a foot fetish. And it's not anything derogatory in the picture, but people like to see that, you know? And then one girl, she says, I'm going to start one because she's a baker. I won't name her name until she starts it, but she's a phenomenal baker. Mm-hmm. And she says, I'm going to do an OnlyFans page and I'm going to bake in like a little lingerie and stuff. So, I mean, there's more than one way, basically, to celebrityism if you're trying to get that or to just get an income. Yeah, because
that's the interesting thing right now, too, right? Is that income streams are changing and people are realizing that with a little bit of ingenuity and a little bit of creativity,
ingenuity, I like that.
They might be able to you know, supplement their income. I mean, I remember hearing about somebody that took their YouTube camera and went out to dinner and just filmed themselves eating dinner and was able to make $80,000 a year.
Which
she used to be
out to dinner, right? Doing that too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, again, that's ingenuity, right? Obviously, I have to imagine that this person has a good personality, has something that she's bringing to the table to make the income and all of that. But we are in this place where you can just keep throwing the spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. And absolutely. So I mean, and then the other thing that I wanted to say though is I guess it comes down to what are you willing to do? Yeah. What are your standards? What are your morals? Where do you lie ethically? Like when I walk away from this, I'm proud of myself.
Exactly.
I don't feel dirty or ashamed or I don't want my mom to see that or any of that stuff, you know, but those are my standards. I have children. I have, you know, like there are people that I think about, well, what are they going to think if they see that, you know? Right. So, you know, I'm like, I'm sure I could make great money, you know, if I wanted to get nudie and do those things, but I have to live with myself.
I agree.
You know, so that's 100%. What it comes down to.
And I've always had standards. There's just things that I will do, and there's just things that I won't do. I mean, as I've gotten older, there's some things I've opened up to because my children aren't young anymore. Yes. That I'm okay with, but I've already had a discussion with them, like, "Hey, would you be okay if you see me topless in a show?" They're like, "I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine." But when they were younger, I thought that might have been too much pressure. So there's just so many cool avenues. And you know, my acting coach was saying that. She goes, just start a YouTube. She goes, you know how many times I went down the rabbit hole and I just looked at someone baking a cake? Totally. There's this guy, I cannot remember his name because I never subscribed to him, but I did watch his videos for like months on end. But he wanted to create a cake and make a makeup palette. And so I literally watched him create a cake like from scratch and then create a makeup palette. And it's just entertainment. That's the thing, is it's entertainment.
Absolutely.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's one good thing, is because you can get as creative as you like. But again, like when you walk away, can you sleep at night?
Exactly. Yeah. Do you have something that you're proud of? You know, and it was nice. I think I was at some social event recently. And, you know, somebody was like, wow, that's really cool. How did you get into that? How did you get your own show? And I was like, we created it. Like, we're producers. Like, we created that. That's what we did. Like, that's where you gotta be in this day and age. If you're gonna wait for opportunity, well, you might be waiting a really, really long time. Because there are people out there that are hungry, that are willing to put out the content, that are willing to get after it. And that's just the name of the game right now, whether or not you like it. Because those days of in the 50s or whatever, waiting for an agent to pluck you out of wherever, you know, that's gone. You know, people are expecting you to bring content and expecting you to have a presence.
Right. And speaking of content, we're going to start doing some, Rav'n and I will start doing some restaurant reviews. As we love oysters.
Yeah.
She turned me on the oysters. She turned me out, y'all.
I'm a bougie bitch.
She turned me out to raw oysters. And we're going to be putting content of raw oyster restaurants that we will be visiting starting in Colorado and eventually throughout the nation.
Yes.
So we can do really sexy. We're having some shots with oysters tonight.
We are. I'm excited. I can't wait.
But yeah, the content is all what it's all about. And it can be corny, fun, whatever. Yeah. But I mean, there's more than one way, you know, to develop your craft and keep it creative. And I like the fact that it's unorthodox now, because now people are not investing unless you're on that big bill, you know, that big billing doc, or, you know, where, oh, you're Denzel Washington, or, oh, you are, I don't know, I can't think of anybody.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying.
Me neither.
Susan Sarandon, or, you know,
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
There we go. I know a star.
Somebody like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not promoting you like that, you know, and even when you're in it, you have to still go promote your own stuff. You still, and let me tell you something, if y'all don't know this is why creating content is important. You don't get paid to promote.
That's right.
Monique is a prime example. You promote because it's in the contract of that movie that you have to promote. Period, point blank. So creating content and using these avenues, again, is a very beneficial thing to get your name out there, to make some money. But as an actor like us,
yes,
we're doing it because we want to be solid actors.
Yes.
But we want to give you good quality content and fun stuff as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can't concur with that more, because honestly, at the end of the day, what we get to do together is we get to hone our craft. And that's probably more invaluable than anything, because it's like we're just doing the work and getting, you know, like I said, we're doing some amazing stuff here. So I'm pretty proud of us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of us.
Yeah.
Right?
We are proud of us.
And and I give kudos to all of those people that are out there chasing the dream. And if you're living your best life, good for you. As long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself in the process, do it, you know, have a great time. Like, you only live once. And, you know,
let's,
you really
let's give them a list of all the ways they can create content. So we got Instagram,
YouTube,
Facebook, fans only page.
There you go, fans only. Yeah, only fans.
TikTok,
Snapchat. Yep.
What's the new one where you have to pay? Oh, I can't even think of it.
Not the OnlyFans.
Not the OnlyFans, but there's another one like OnlyFans, but it's cleaner.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, and I can't think of the name.
You have to pay for a membership. Like, come to my page.
I know what you're talking about, because I looked at it too, and I was like, I didn't want to pay. Then my cheekbone hit me.
But then we got Tubi. So, like, if you want to create your own movie, you can go through Tubi. If you're creating your own content and like your first short film, you can promote it and shop it through Netflix,
definitely,
Hulu. You don't have to wait for it to go See, the thing is, people, it's not always mainstream that you're going to be like get noticed. It may be independent film or independent short films, but people do get noticed through the different avenues of social media.
Absolutely.
You know, Netflix is huge. They also got Apple TV.
Yes. Roku. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, Roku. People are self-producing on. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, so there's so many ways to celebrityism. Did I say that right?
Yes.
If that's what you want. But the whole bottom line is to create good quality content or fun content or whatever that people are going to draw in. And so if you don't want to be a film star or theaters or TV or a stage star, but you want to make money, you got avenues, you got options.
There are. And it can be something that's really true to you and something really unique and individualized. And I think that's really special, because in this country, we tend to look away at individuality, which is a really sad thing. Everybody wants to be so trendy and do what everybody else is doing, but do you, boo.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. I mean, it's perfectly wonderful. So, you know, that's, those are our tips and tricks for, like, you know, just looking at different ways that celebrity impacts the industry. And we're in such an interesting time now. So
there's so many options.
There are.
And I'm okay with you sitting on that cake.
And me too.
That cake.
Me too. As long as you don't make me watch it. you can do whatever you want.
You know,
like I say, as long as I don't have to.
And we also want to put good energy out there for Rav'n that she gets on that reality show for Ellen DeGeneres.
First States Hotel, people. First States Hotel.
I'm with that.
I got my passport. I'm ready. Luxury hotel somewhere with a man. Anyways. That was so stupid.
That was cute. Totally cute. Any last closing words?
I say just keep your grind up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep tuning in to me and LaDios. Yeah. We love your support.
We do.
So thank you.
And comment.
Yeah.
Comment below. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. But in the meantime, in between time, thank you so much, Dark Side family, for sliding through. Remember to get up and get out and do something for yourself. I'm LaDios Muhammad, an actor with purpose.
And I'm Rav'n, an actor with passion.
And we are actors
from the dark side.